Alright, today you'll be given a review worksheet from the substitute teacher because as you can see I'm not here today, but you're still having a quiz tomorrow, and I wanted to do 5 of the problems for you on your review sheet in hopes that you will be prepared for the quiz on Friday. I'm going to do number 3 first, and that's under convert to moles, and we have to take 3.612 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of iron and convert it to moles of iron. So the first thing we want to do, if you have this worksheet with you, you'll see that you want to go from atoms, which is over here in particles, down to moles. And in using this little cheat sheet guide I gave you, you'll see that you need to use Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. So the ratio we're going to set up is 1 mole equals 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. So we're going to use the picket fence method here to solve this, taking 3.612 times 10 to the 23rd atoms, and we want to get rid of the unit of atoms, so out of our conversion factor we should use atoms and put them below in the second part of the picket fence. Those units will cancel, and on top we've already used this number, so we have to put 1 mole. And when you put that in your calculator, you should get an answer of 0.60 moles Fe. Alright? The next problem I'm going to do for you is number 13. 13, we're converting to mass. So we have 5 moles of silver, and we want to change that to grams of silver. On your guide that I gave you, if you have moles and you want to get to grams, you need to use the molar mass, and I'll write molar mass on here. Okay? So the molar mass of silver, if you look it up on the periodic table, I've wrote it here on the side, is 170.87 grams. So the conversion factor you can use is 1 mole of silver equals 107.87 grams of silver. So we're going to take the 5 moles that were given in the problem. And in our picket fence, we start with moles, so in the next section of the fence we want moles to be on the bottom. That's 1 mole here. And then we want that mass to be on the top. Moles cancels out. And when you take 5.00 and multiply it by 107.87, you should get an answer of 539.35 grams of silver. Okay, next problem. Next section of the worksheet, we're going to convert to atoms. So we're given 25 moles of krypton, and we're going to convert that to atoms. Alright, if you look on your sheet, if you have moles, in order to get to atoms, again, we're going to use Avogadro's number. Okay, so we're going to take 1 mole, set it equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. And now we're going to put that in a picket fence. 25.0 moles is what we start with. We have moles here, so in the bottom of the next section we want to write 1 mole so that those units cancel. And we're going to put Avogadro's number on the top. And when you multiply those two numbers and put it in your calculator, you should get an answer of 1.51 times 10 to the 25th atoms. Make sure you can work your calculator, because I'm not going to show you how to do that tomorrow. Alright, next we are going to work 2-step problems. Alright, here we are looking to take 3.01 times 10 to the 23rd atoms and convert it to grams. So that's going to take us 2 steps to do that. We need 2 conversions to do that. And just to show you on your sheet, you are going from atoms to moles by using Avogadro's number, and then you're going to have to go moles to grams by using the molar mass. So I have 1 mole equaling 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms, and also 1 mole of nickel equals, and here is the weight or the mass of nickel from the periodic table, 58.69 grams. Alright, so those are the 2 conversions we need to solve this. So we write down what we're starting with, which is 3.01 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. All right, we want to get rid of atoms first. So out of the two conversion statements that we have here, we're going to use Avogadro's numbers first because it has atoms in it. So we're going to use 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. All right, so that cancels out. And now we have to put 1 mole on the top. Now we need moles to cancel. We've already used this conversion, so now we're going to use this second one, where we have 1 mole equal to 58.69 grams of nickel. Moles is here, so we want to put 1 mole on the bottom, and we want to put our mass on the top of nickel. And then when you put this in the calculator, you're going to take 3.01 times 10 to the 23rd divided by Avogadro's number, and then multiply it by the mass, the molar mass, and that's going to give you an answer of 29.35 grams. Okay, last problem. We're going to take 6.35 grams of copper and convert that to atoms. So now we're doing just the reverse. You have your sheet here. We're going to go from grams to moles by using molar mass, and then we're going to go moles to particles by using Avogadro's number. Alright, so we need the conversion 1 mole equals 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. And we need the conversion 1 mole equals 63.55 grams. And this happens to be the average mass of copper from the periodic table. So, writing down what we're starting with, which is 6.35 grams of copper. Unlike the problem before, now we want to get rid of grams first, so we're going to put these grams on the bottom, 63.55 grams, and 1 mole on the top. So our grams now cancel. Now we have moles. We need to get rid of the moles and convert them to atoms, so we're going to use this conversion factor, putting the mole on the bottom and Avogadro's number on top. And when you put this in your calculator, you're going to take 6.35 divided by 63.55 and then multiply it by Avogadro's number. And when you do that, you're going to get 6.02 times 10 to the 22nd atoms. Hope that helps. We'll see you on Friday, and good luck with your quiz.